But very interesting. Once the officials have made their decisions, it's come up on our screen that she has been disqualified. Here we go. Back down on the line. Moving so fast, I was getting my words wrong.
That's what happens when it's these sorts of races. 12.73 official. Sally Pearson, she takes it out with the A qualifier. 13.
Your field in this women's 100-metre hurdles final. Matt, you train a little bit with some of these athletes. Who do you fancy to take it out?
I think Heidi C. She's been in great form. Won national 5K champs, so
she's got pole position now for the 5K and the 15.
And I thought I'd grab all three because these ladies are such class acts. It was a hard race to watch because you know what, someone's got to win and someone's got to lose. Heidi, 3 in a row. You just know how to win your national championship.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this one. My first national championship was special and last year Olympic year was special, but this one was definitely the most fun, and yeah, I've just been so relaxed and really happy about this one.
And the goal for you has to be to stay injury-free and go get that time and make the World Champs team. It'll be your second World Champ.
Yeah, that'll be the goal this year. So the most important thing for me is just try and enjoy myself and look after myself, and then, yeah, I think that break through the race will come.
One thing's for sure, you definitely deserve to make that team after the tough year last year.
Now this is going to be an absolute cracking 800 metres. We've seen it before. We talked about her earlier. Keely Small, the national record holder, 2:01.46. She set in Canberra when she won at the Summer of Ascot Grand Prix. But don't forget, there are a lot of athletes in here with qualifiers for the Commonwealth Youth Games. .687. There it is. 2:05.70 for Carly Thomas. She's got 2 qualifiers. She's won the national champs. She might find herself on a plane to the Bahamas very, very shortly. Cara Jardine there, 2:06.29. That's a PB. Heidi Demio, 2:08.06. Some very, very handy running from the under-18 girls in the women's 800 metres. So it's great for the coaches to use. And we can see our part of our WA at local 100 metres. I know we've had a few of these local events, but this one is going to feature none other than Riley Day and Nana Owusu in lanes 4 and 5. I hope in lanes 4 and 5.
We'll soon find out. But yeah, they're here to run the 200 later this evening. But they're like, well,
which is part of the official program.
You know, there's 100 on. We've just seen the guys go quick.
Let's roll out.
The conditions are good. Why not run?
Yeah, exactly. And I love that. Why not run? You've flown to the other side of the country. Let's have another run.
But the big thing from this, though, is that as we see these athletes being introduced to the stadium, as there's Riley Day. So she had a good run down in Canberra. So did Nana. But you know, these athletes here, though, is that they wouldn't get another chance ordinarily to be able to race the quality of the athlete they're about to race right now.
Bigger fish to fry later on. She doesn't need to run, but I think she's going to feature in the 200 metres later. Would love to have seen her in this 100.
So Nana and Riley, good friends off the track. The rest of them, and typically that would probably come down to around a 45 based on the average rounding of the men's races. So we'll try and get some confirmation for you on what those times are. But good, solid running. Nana, probably the better of the start. She was probably leading 50 into the race. And then Riley just started to get the edge over Nana towards the end of the 100 metres and takes the win only just. So that's going to be a good run by Nana as well.
Yeah.
Good quality time. It really sort of sets the scene for later this evening where we'll see them both again run over 200 metres. And it looks like, as you can see on the screen there, Tamsin is down trackside with both Riley Day and Nana Owusu-Afriyie.
I am trackside with Riley, who I had to pull you away from, Nana. You're great mates off the track, but that was a fantastic battle. Tell us about it. It's nice having you back, first and foremost, or back from injury.
Yeah, it was really good. It was good to have a hit out with Nana, and I always know I'm going to have a good race with her, so good job to her. Yeah, it was a good race. Unfortunate about the win, but what can you do?
Well, it's actually feeling like it's quite swirly, and Nana did mention, was it a tail or a headwind? Did it feel like it was a bit swirly out? Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the women's 100, Riley Day. Well done.
Yeah, an unfortunate 2.5 for that one, but 45 for Riley Day, 48 for Owusu. It's a big season's best for Morgan Mitchell. She sliced another 3 seconds off that season's best, but they're definitely going to have to drop down a lot more. But it's hard when you go through, that was a negative split.
Yeah.
They went through in 63.
And that's the thing, is that when it comes to 800s, if you're not there in the first 4, it's really hard to make it up on the second lap. A lot of the work and the setting up of the race is done in that first 400 metres, and if you go through too slow, like, it has to be an almighty negative split in order to run anything of note, and obviously that showed. So, but in terms of racing wise, it's another step forward for Morgan Mitchell. She's come out here.
Champ, semi-final in your first year at 800 metres. Started the season slower, but you're building into it, aren't you?
Yeah, we're taking a bit of a different approach this year. It was a bit of a rocky start last week, obviously, but my coach and I just said, look, race to win, and we'll get back into the speed endurance this week. So to run 205 off of, pure endurance training, I'm pretty happy.
Well, that's what it's about, Track and field is always about racing to win, and people look at times so often. It must get frustrating hearing what the people say when they just look at the time, because there's always a process that happens behind the scenes.
Oh yeah, you'd know as well. It's still very early in the season. I'm trying to get used to racing. These professional girls and race tactics and this and that. And Liz and I know we've got to qualify in June when it counts, so we're just taking our time.
Which you did perfectly last year. You qualified in your last race for the World Champs, so don't maybe leave it that fine, but that's your goal, to go overseas and race those girls and get the time over there?
Yeah, for sure. I think it's just about lasting this year. I got to October and I was just cooked, and I didn't realise that much work has to actually go into the 800, and I appreciate the event a lot more now, so yeah, we'll see.
Well, Morgan, we love having you here at the Perth Track Classic. Well done. It's nice to see you get a victory on the board for the season. I don't think it'll be your last for the season.
Let's hope so. Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Well done.
It's a little bit different to what we've got on our start lists, but that's Brittany Burkett there, Bree Masters, Halal Dermaz, Celeste Mucci, Sophia Figuera. There's Helen Pretorius. We've got an empty lane there. Mucci, Figuera, Pretorius, and Russell. Winning time there. There it is, 11.56. That's a big drop down. We'll wait for that official time. It's 11.57 down at the ACT Champs Legal. The win plus 0.9. That's some beautiful sprinting conditions. Figuera flew home right at the end to take second place, but Bree Masters, she's basically undefeated. This 2019-2020 season, fresh off the beach and pro runs.
The winner of the women's 100 metres, Bree Masters. Now, you're a bit of a new name to the sport for a lot of these people watching, but for beach sprinting, you've been around for a little while. What made you cross across to the track?
Well, I've had a lot of people in my ear over the years, especially my teammates and my boyfriend, Matt Rizzo, trying to push me into track and say, you should definitely try it. And I finally gave it a go, and I'm actually really, really enjoying it. And yeah, it's been fun.
Well, I mean, Matt's obviously a really good sprinter, runs club athletics in Victoria, and he's having a great season as well. You ran stall last year, and you would have noticed then that you were probably matching it against the other sprinters out here. Now that you're winning some of these high-class races against our best sprinters, are you starting to now talk about, okay, maybe giving the sand away and thinking Olympics?
Not giving the sand away, that's where I come from, so I'm not going to forget that. But definitely set some new goals and some new things to chase, so I'm really excited about what's ahead.
Nana Owusu-Afriye. It is just fantastic to actually see Nana back racing on the track after a horrible hamstring injury. The win's negative 0.2, so Masters takes the win 11.71, Nang 11.79, Killen McAndrew 12.08, Nana Owusu-Afriye